343 breaks down the new game modes coming over to Halo Infinite in Season 2. Konami is changing their name, which pretty much gets rid of all of the rumors about a potential acquisition. PC Game Pass is expanding into more countries, and World of Warcraft, it looks like it won't be coming to console. So Season 2 for Halo Infinite is just around the corner. I personally think this is a huge season for Halo to get those numbers back up, to get people back into playing the game and just be hyped about something. I mean, Halo Infinite has some of the best gameplay in Halo in terms of the multiplayer and in the single player. It's a ton of fun. I've been playing it again this week, and every time I jump in, I'm always impressed at just how good the game plays. But there definitely needs to be more content to keep people engaged with the game for a long period of time. And Season 2 is going to do that. I think we will see a bump in the overall amount of players playing. They've already shown off the 2 new maps that are coming, the Big Team Battle one and the Arena one. And now here they are talking about the new game modes that are coming over to Halo Infinite in Season 2. They show off this trailer. They give us a breakdown of kind of what these game modes are all about. And the biggest one out of them all is going to be Last Spartan Standing. So the 3 game modes are King of the Hill, Land Grab, and Last Spartan Standing. 2 of them we already know about in terms of the way that they play, either from Halo or from other FPSs. And then Last Spartan Standing is brand new, but King of the Hill game mode, probably everybody's all played before if they've played Halo before. There is a small difference with this version of King of the Hill in Halo Infinite, and it says here, once one team fills the hill's capture bar, the location moves, kind of like Hardpoint from Call of Duty or Gears of War. So if you played that mode before where you've seen the location move, that's exactly how King of the Hill will play in Halo Infinite. Then there is Land Grab, which is a domination style game mode. There will be 3 locations. They pop up. They're neutral. You have to capture them. Once you've captured those 3 locations, they will move to a different location on the map, and the first team to get 11 points wins. Now, the most exciting one is Last Spartan Standing. It's kind of like a battle royale light mode mixed with one of my favorite style of game modes in first-person shooters, and that is gun game. So they show it off here, and you can see that it has like the battle royale features of the ring closing in on the players as the game progresses, obviously to try to make the game end. Now, all the players within Last Spartan Standing are going to have 5 respawns. So once you've died 5 times, you're out. There will be 12 total players. And as you get a kill, you're going to be leveling up your loadout, which I'm presuming will be more powerful weapons and setups and everything going forward, so that it's easier for you to take out your enemies. Sounds like a ton of fun. I actually cannot wait to jump into Last Spartan Standing. I'm really interested and excited to see how this is going to take off, how this game mode particularly is going to increase the overall numbers, how it's going to be doing with like streaming. I think this will be a really fun game mode to watch on stream. And as we know, with all of these types of games, if they're really high up on Twitch, if they're really high up on streaming platforms, they always do better and there are more people playing. Halo Infinite has fallen off not only in the numbers, but also with streaming. And I think a game mode like Last Spartan Standing when Season 2 launches will really help that out. So this is out in May. Keep your eyes open for it. I've been playing Halo, like I said, over the last week, getting ready for this. The hype is increasing. You're seeing it on social media. You're seeing more people continuing to talk about Halo as we're leading up to it. And it'll be great to see just new game modes and more people jumping back into Halo when Season 2 launches. All right, jumping over here to some interesting news about Konami, and it has to do with them changing their name to mark their 50th anniversary. They will be changing it to Konami Group Corporation, and it's all subject to shareholder approval. But if it does happen, it will go into effect on July 1st. And here's what they say about this. Since its establishment, the company has explained its business as a pioneer in the Japanese entertainment industry and now operates in 4 business segments: digital entertainment, amusement, gaming and systems, and sports. In marking the company's 50th anniversary since its establishment, we will change the trade name so that we, along with its group companies, will continue to take on new challenges and strive for further growth as a sustainable company. So the big thing here really isn't the change of name. It is the rumors that we've been hearing about them being acquired by PlayStation. We even heard stuff about Microsoft doing it. I think we've even heard stuff about Nintendo potentially doing it. But it looks like from that statement alone, they are not open for sale. They want to grow further as a company, continue to build it out. And right now, Konami is going to be staying as their own individual company. What I think the annoying thing is with Konami, which is why people want them acquired, is that they're not doing anything with their big IPs, with their great catalog of games, the Castlevanias, the Metal Gears, the Silent Hills, and all of the other stuff that they could be making. They're focusing on eFootball, they're focusing on pachinko machines, and they're not doing the stuff that gamers really want to see. So for that reason alone, it is kind of like, what are they going to do? Are they going to eventually start making games? Now, we have heard this rumor. Now, we don't know if this is going to be, if it's true or not, because they haven't announced anything, but maybe at their 50th anniversary, they will have a big showcase revealing that they are working on a bunch of new games. This is a rumor from Andy Robinson, VGC, back on October 1st, 2021. And it has to do with, apparently they're setting up to reveal revives of their big IPs, Metal Gear, Castlevania, and Silent Hill. So they've taken a big break from making AAA games. The last one was Metal Gear in 2018. There was a restructure back in 2021, and because of this restructure, apparently they are now focusing on bringing back big brands, big games from their owned IPs. They say here the first of these titles will be a new Castlevania game, which sources described as a reimagining of the series currently in development internally at Konami Japan, with support from local external studios. Castlevania, for me, out of all of these IPs, is one I probably want to see come back the most. I hope if they do a reimagining of it, it still keeps to the core values of that game when they don't do something just absolutely crazy and ruin it. But I would love to see them bring back a new Castlevania game, so I really hope that one is true. Next up, there's Metal Gear that potentially is going to be coming back, as there was thoughts that maybe it was Blue Point that could be working on a remake of Metal Gear. There's been lots of speculation around that. Blue Point has made Demon Souls. They did the remake for Demon Souls, which was a very good remake. But apparently from these rumors, it looks like an external studio named Virtuos will be working on the game. I don't really care who makes the games, as long as they do something with these IPs in order to revitalize them and bring them back. And then finally, the other big one people are talking about is Silent Hill. And apparently, again, from these rumors, that multiple Silent Hill games are currently in development at various external development studios. So, hey, let's have our fingers crossed that they are actually going to be bringing back these games. They're going to be staying their own company, so they will be multi-platform most likely, so we won't have to worry about people not being able to play them. But if you're hoping that Konami was going to be getting acquired, I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Okay, jumping over here to PC Game Pass and it expanding now into more countries in Southeast Asia. So this was first launched at the end of March, that they were testing this out in Southeast Asia, and it looks like now this program has officially launched, which I think is a great thing, bringing over Game Pass to more parts of the world. I think something that Xbox needs to do more of and needs to capitalize on, especially with Xbox Cloud Gaming. It's definitely one of the best ways to try to get into markets that they weren't previously in, get more people into the ecosystem when you have the ability to have them join Game Pass pretty much with any device that they want. And they're launching now PC Game Pass into 5 new countries in Southeast Asia: Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam. And all players, as we've seen multiple times with Xbox Game Pass, to get you into their service, are going to be able to get started with 3 months for $1. Probably one of the best, if not the best deal ever in video games. 3 months of Xbox Game Pass with the amount of value, amount of games there, for only $1 US. Now they say here, our goal is to bring PC Game Pass to more countries where Windows is available to help us reach over 3 billion gamers worldwide. We are off to a strong start in Southeast Asia, where we saw great demand for PC Game Pass during the preview period. We are listening to the players and are always looking to improve the experience. This includes growing the selection of games across genres and providing better language support. That's a big thing, localizing these games so everybody can play them. And this is huge because you just take a look at some of these numbers. This is from Newzoo.com. Gaming in Southeast Asia, the playing, spending, and viewing behavior of a fast-growing games market. First of all, it is an extremely fast-growing games market. More and more people are playing. They say, in fact, Southeast Asia generated game revenues of $4.4 billion in 2019, which is a 16% growth year over year. Mobile accounted for $3.1 billion of the 2019 revenues, just over 70% of the market. So Xbox Cloud Gaming, they need to get in there and take advantage of those numbers, because people want to be playing on their phone. But in terms of the online population who plays games, 80% play games on mobile, 69% play games on PC. And that's a large number that are now going to be able to tap in to Game Pass. But those are just some quick numbers. I mean, Xbox, Microsoft, they're looking at all this stuff. They're looking at where gaming is growing. How can they tap into these markets, and what is the best avenue to use to tap into these markets? Is it console? Is it PC? Is it the cloud? And they're going to go ahead forward with the best way to do that to try to get more people into their ecosystem. And then finally, here to end things off, let's talk about World of Warcraft. Talked about this the other day with the brand new expansion, which I think sounds pretty exciting. I think more people are going to jump back in to WoW after that expansion. And I said with that expansion, I thought that was a great opportunity for Xbox to take advantage of it after the Activision Blizzard deal went through. They could take that expansion, and when it officially comes out, because the launch date isn't out yet, they could announce the launch date, and then they could announce that World of Warcraft was coming over to console, where you're going to be able to jump right in to this new expansion. But unfortunately, it seems like that is not in their plans, and I think that's pretty disappointing. I don't think it is a very good thing. So the WoW game director Ian Hazzikostas had an interview. He was asked about the change of the UI, the expanded controller support, all that type of stuff, and if that meant that WoW was going to be coming over to console, and his response was, nah, I think World of Warcraft is a game designed from the ground up for PC. I think we've just been looking at the ways in which add-ons have at times felt increasingly required, or like the first thing you do when someone comes to the game for the first time is tell them, hey, go download this add-on pack and move this stuff around, and we want to do better for our players. So that's unfortunate to hear. They're not really looking at bringing this over to console, at least right now. Who knows what happens when Xbox takes over? Maybe they say, hey, we got to get this on to Xbox Game Pass for console. We want people jumping in. We want people trying it out who have never played WoW before. And with this new expansion, if it just starts to really succeed, it could be the best time to bring more people into the game, to bring more new players into the game. I think putting it on console would be a great idea just for the expansion of World of Warcraft, to expand that community more than it already is, because it's a huge community, but it has been falling off, especially with games like Final Fantasy 14. And as you know, with Final Fantasy 14, you can play that game on console, you can play that game on your PS4, play it on your PS5. So I think they need to really look at what's going on with their biggest competitor, what they can do to capitalize with the Xbox deal and bring WoW over to console, even for marketing things. You think about Call of Duty marketing with the Xbox Series S. Imagine World of Warcraft, how great that would be for marketing and trying to push more consoles into people's homes. But that's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the new Halo Infinite game modes. Konami changing their name, most likely not being acquired. PC Game Pass launching in Southeast Asia, and World of Warcraft seemingly right now won't be coming to console. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, and you're new here, you like what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.